Hey guys, welcome back to another True and Head video. I just like watching a video, so why not? And I watched a lot of new ones. This one is a bit older, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's do it. The TikTok TradWife epidemic. I have heard some things about that. Not a lot though. Haven't experienced much of that myself since I don't use TikTok. But let's see. Let's see what's all about.
Women. What are women? No, Matt Walsh, down! No, get back in your cage, get back in your cage! Depending on who you ask, women are strong, independent, beautiful angels who can do no wrong, or evil, ungrateful and not me though. I'm not like other girls.
I like the notation at the bottom there. Right, okay.
Grateful.
Now it's hard to go back like that.
Not me though. I'm not like other girls.
That's a perfect caption. I'm worse. I'm not like other girls. I'm even worse. I'm not like other boys. I'm worse. But yes, the fine line between them or women being strong and independent and whatever, and then you have people that just hate them and they are the worst people ever. They're Satan impersonations.
Today we are taking a break from my seemingly never-ending research into the male question, and we are talking about women. In my video, What Happened to Men, I talk about femboys. And in this video, I'm talking about TikTok tradwives.
The term TradWife is trending online, fueled by a TikTok influencer who uses the term to refer to herself and how she sees her role in her marriage.
This isn't just about personal choice or individual preferences, it's advancing a right-wing political ideology and dressing it up as a lifestyle.
What happened to women?
Now before we hop into our shiny armor to defend Milady, let's get into today's sponsor. Tired of this happening to you? Introducing Ridge. Ridge wallets are high quality
What
aluminum
never happened to me
wallets
because
that
I
can
don't
hold
have
up to
money.
12 cards, plus that fat stack of cash you're gonna take out of your bank before it collapses. Ridge wallets are made with RFID blocking technology, which protects you from digital pickpockets, which will be great when the one world government forces us to rely on digital currency. There's over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber, burnt titanium, and my favorite, rose gold. Ridge has over 50,000 5-star reviews, and they're so
Oh my
confident
God,
that you'll love
that's
their
a lot of
product that
reviews.
they'll let you test it out for 90
sponsored.
days, and if you don't love it, you can return it and get a full refund. So go to ridge.com/shoe or click the link down below and enter code SHOE at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. Big thank you to Ridge for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
I didn't. Look, I did not. Actually, I kind of enjoy the ads. They're fun. Like, she's making them pretty interesting. So, I can't say too many bad things about it.
Now let's get back to the video. Oh, happy belated International Women's Day, everybody. Happy Women's History Month, in fact. I didn't even know it was Women's History Month until I saw this commercial from Hershey's.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the Executive Director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future at Hershey's Canada.
Is that really the representation we want for women? Cookies and cream? Disgusting. The other day, this video of TikTok influencer SD Williams absolutely blew up on Twitter.
Before we get into that, I actually like cookies and cream. What's wrong with that? I mean, I'm not a woman, so maybe it's a woman thing to hate that. Who knows?
SD is one of many in the new growing movement of TikTok TradWives. Women who quit their jobs and decide to be stay-at-home girlfriends, wives, or mothers, dedicating their time to domestic chores like cooking, cleaning, and taking care of their family. As soon as I saw this video of SD Williams, I was seething with jealousy. This woman looks like she jumped right out of a 50s Coca-Cola ad. She looks beautiful, confident, happy, everything the internet hates.
That is true. The internet does hate that. Also, the first thing I thought about when I saw her just now is the Nuka-Cola ads in Fallout. She kind of looks like one of them. If I can find it, maybe I'll blend it in or put it in right here. If I do find it.
So I defended the femboys, and today I'm going to be defending the TikTok TradWives. Both are very different things, but also kind of similar at the same time. Both are exaggerations of femininity and are seen as rebelling against society, depending on where you stand. Depending on which party you vote for, the red satanic pedophiles or the blue satanic pedophiles. Now, I happen to support both the femboys and the TradWives. Real controversial stuff happening on this channel, folks. Subscribe for more hot takes like, is mayonnaise too spicy? I think it's cool when people do whatever they want, despite how much hate is thrown at them. And wow, is there a lot of hate thrown at this woman. Turns out it's all women can choose to do whatever they want, until a woman chooses to do whatever she wants. Over the past few months, there have been dozens of articles on the growing epidemic of TikTok TradWives, calling them classist, racist, heteronormative, disturbing videos featuring cis white women. Oh no, not cis white women. Articles calling the women insecure, telling them to just do BDSM instead. Articles saying they have
Wait, what? Where did that come from? What does one thing have to do with the other? What?
no problem with their individual choices, but if this is the age of the TradWife, then I'm ready to die alone.
Then die. What do we do, argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial.
The articles about this were pretty bad, but the comments were even worse. Imagine being so scared of chasing your own dreams you decide to sell your soul to a man. Being a slave to a man isn't being feminine, it's being a slave. Please stop glorifying this. Spending every second of your life in service to men is not something to aspire for. If this is what makes her happy, that's great. Looks like she loves her life and I'm ecstatic for her. But it's not condemning housewives. But literal male fantasy cosplay, LMAO. So does her husband beat and degrade her? Don't come crying to us girl bosses when your husband abuses you for dinner being cold. Stupid dumb girl who will end up with nothing when he leaves her for another one. I would love to come home from the construction site and slam her head into the fridge door for forgetting to put my beer in there, 1950s style. I would love to grab her by the hair and slam her face into the fridge. Fascist Barbie would need a lot more of that caked up makeup to cover the bruises on her face after I beat her for not having dinner ready.
So how is that her problem? That sounds like a you problem, not her fault for being for trying to be a TradWife or being a TradWife. I mean, you shouldn't do that regardless of what. I mean, let's be real here. Most of these people probably don't have a wife or a girlfriend that put comments like this up.
Ready on time. Why are they all so
at least they shouldn't.
violent? These people need to be in prison. Women like this trigger a violent reaction in me.
Why? What is wrong with you that triggers a violent reaction in you? Like, I see this. Like, honestly, she looks stunning. You can, like, she really looks like she's straight out of an advertisement. And like, the only thing I think about is, yeah, she looks good. Okay, cool. And now what? Like, let her do her stuff. She's not forcing anyone else to do it. She's just doing it herself.
Yeah, we can tell. As far as I know, none of these women are telling people how they should live. In fact, SD Williams is doing the exact opposite.
The misconception about the TradWife movement, it's not really a movement. Nobody's pushing it. People are typically just living it and maybe showcasing their lifestyle like me. And we believe our place specifically us as individuals, believe our purpose is to be homemakers. There are a lot of people trying to make this a sinister thing or put some other darker meaning behind the term TradWife. Nobody is doing that. We as individuals are just choosing to be homemakers. That's all.
Feminism is
I mean, that's just what I said. Like, no one is forcing anyone to do that. It's just a choice they made, and I think, like, that's what all this is about, right? That everyone can choose what they want to do. Isn't that what everyone was angry about? That they couldn't do?
Is doing that. We as individuals are just choosing to be homemakers. That's all.
Feminism is about personal choice. But you chose wrong, bitch. Is condemning
something like
traditional
that.
wives. I'm so tired of these self-proclaimed victims. No one is coming after you. It's all in your head, my sweet aggrieved whites. Inclusion of others does not mean the exclusion of you. Breathe, whitey. It's gonna be okay. Name one person who is condemning traditional wives. I am. Okay, just because someone chooses to live an oppressive lifestyle doesn't make it any better. Gender traditionalism is toxic, period. Doing things for the sake of gender roles or gender tradition is toxic, period. In the end, this only benefits patriarchy. Individual choices do not exist in a vacuum. She is promoting a dangerous slavery mindset to young women. This is not real feminism. Feminism is about the emancipation of all women from the patriarchy, not just some women. Y'all are embarrassing.
These people, like, defining what terms like feminism and all of that mean in Twitter comments. That's wild. That really is wild.
I love all these people like, nobody's condemning tradwives. And then there's like hundreds and hundreds of comments and articles and videos of people condemning tradwives. Tradwife until their toddler shits on them and their husband of 12 years, their senior, punches them out for not having dinner ready at 5 p.m. exactly. You realize when you hit 40, your husband is gonna start having sex with one of your teenage daughter's friends, right? You know she's getting it from
What the like, what is wrong with people? Who hurt those people? Like this, like, who hurt you, my guy? Who? Or girl? I don't know, since it's all blank.
hit 40, your husband is gonna start having sex with one of your teenage daughter's friends, right? You know she's getting it from Tyrone while her husband watches. Writing whole-ass fan fictions about a woman they've never met. Oh, I bet she's so miserable, I bet he beats her. Oh yeah, I bet she's cucking her husband for Tyrone. Tradwife is when white blonde with big booba. Real tradwives don't have big fake tits. Stupid bitch with fake tits. Every single tradwife account is just softcore porn from women with massive
What?
tits. This is giving off OnlyFans vibes. This is a fetish. She says in the video under she chose this life, and she did. It's a choice to be this stupid. You call yourself trad and yet you have big breasts. Checkmate. This right here is pure distilled coon brain. I implore you to step out of your goon cave and get some fresh air, please. Just because you find the woman hot doesn't mean it's porn. Can we stop calling this a fetish?
Like, please go touch some grass. Go outside, breathe some fresh air. I don't know. Go to a cafe, something. Meet people that are real.
Oh, thank God. Somebody normal. This is a well-documented white nationalist online trend. Oh, God damn it.
Oh, God.
Tradwife, but she uses social media, lol. If she's such a tradwife, why is she on an iPhone? If she's so traditional, why is she using a cell
Why are humans? I don't even want to like go further. Just why are humans?
phone? This sounds like f***ing conservative boomers when they're like, oh, you're a socialist? How come you have an iPhone? Impossible to be a traditional wife when I'm a male. Hey, that is not true. It is 2023. We support trad husbands and boy wives.
It's actually 2025 now, so there is a place for all of you.
On this channel. This would be fine if it weren't for all the whiny pick-me shit. Nobody cares if you want to cook and have big titties. Go have fun.
Well, that's not right, because apparently a lot of people care that she wants to cook and has big booba.
Imagine being so insecure with your miserable life you have to do some 1950s Nazi cosplay to get any male attention, lol. Did he pick you, sis? Pick me, pick me, pick me. Hope he picks you, queen.
These people are just jealous of her looks. Like these last few. Like, she could probably get Most men.
This pick me. All this woman has to do to get picked is exist. I don't think she needs to make a big
Yes.
spectacle on TikTok to get male attention when she looks like this. Be
No.
serious. And also, can we just talk about this pick me shit? Pick me is an insult people throw at women when they aren't towing whatever the current NPC line is. Some of these people calling this woman a pick me have OnlyFans in their bios. You literally financially rely on being picked by men. If men didn't pick you, you'd be out of a job. And I'd have like 5,000 views per video, but when I do it, it's based. When you do it, it's cringe. I
True. When the shoe does it, it's based.
guarantee I can cook better than her. I can bake better bread than her, and my boobs are bigger. I just don't wear ugly dresses and I work for a living. I'm not married, and I certainly wouldn't submit to a husband if I had one.
So what is your point here exactly?
Sorry, I was trying to find your fucking point. I'm actually a lot
Man, I say a lot of things that
better and
Sue
hotter
mentions as
than
well.
her, and I'm not married. Okay. I want her to peg me. Oh, I don't know how that one got in there. Sorry. I wish America could go back to the 50s when things were simpler. I'm secretly gay. I have polio. I'm not allowed to wear pants or go to college. I beat the shit out of my son and molested my daughter, and no one will ever do a goddamn thing about it. I can't get through my day without a shit ton of drugs. Most of those things still happen today, but the being on drugs one is funny because it's like, yes, it's true, women were on a ton of drugs back then, but I really gotta ask, like, do you know how many people are on SSRIs? How many people require them to function every day? The shit the average woman is on nowadays would kill a 1950s housewife. I only take my ADHD medication sometimes, but I should be on like 4 other pills I'm prescribed, but I simply do not take them because I refuse to be a walking big pharma cocktail and my mental illnesses make me funnier. I'm sorry, I gotta say it, but all she's doing is dressing cute and cooking and cleaning. Is that what trad is? Honestly, I kind of agree with this one. Oh, you didn't DoorDash McDonald's? You made some ramen noodles tonight? How trad? You cleaned the f***ing toilet? How trad? You wiped your ass? Trad. I feel like millennials and zoomers have psyoped themselves to
Jesus.
believe basic ass things
The
like
wiping
cooking
ass one.
food and cleaning the house are traditional. Or even more deranged, white supremacy. TradWives, sexism as a gateway to white supremacy. A common theme among the haters of our TradWife friends is implying or even outright accusing them of covertly or overtly selling white supremacy to young women. There's nothing wrong with yearning to raise kids, bake bread, and keep a tidy home while your husband brings home the bacon. However, the most telling aspect of the TradWives hashtag is
bacon.
the other half of the term, wives. Women defined by their relationship to men, from the perspective of men, specifically men of the alt-right. The TradWives trend articulates not only women's roles over their choices, but also how the manosphere brings together those who feel blindsided by the feminist movement and want to teach women how to take care of their man and give birth to more white babies. This is how sexism functions as a gateway to white supremacy, men bonding over misogyny and rallying for the white race. So as far as I can tell, none of these TradWives mention being white or whiteness or any of that. These people are just kind of convinced that's what this is, that these homemaking lifestyle videos are actually a dog whistle, luring people into the alt-right, like me in 2015 when I said manspreading, and then you went down the right-wing rabbit hole. Behind the rise of the online TradWife movement, trad ideology doesn't just extend to the 1950s housewife videos, it also has sinister connections with right-wing extremism.
What? What are these connections?
Experts say. There was so much of this that even SD Williams, the main character of this anime, had to come out and say this: I do not support anything like white supremacy. I don't want to be associated with anything like that. Well, too bad, bitch. The experts are here.
It's giving blood and soil. Like, you know? I just think that if I was part of a movement that had a lot of crossover with fascists and neo-Nazis and Nazi culture, I would probably make sure that my propaganda for my lifestyle did not, like, emulate the 1920s and 30s. Just how I do stuff, though, you know.
First of all,
What? The 1920s? That doesn't, what? That doesn't even make sense. What? What are you talking about? Some people, they make connections where there are none. It's not even close.
What is this voice? I see you're happy. Do you know who else was happy? Nazi propaganda. This like fake
Yeah, the voice as well
is just as performative as putting on a 1950s housewife dress and doing little cosplay on TikTok. Let's be serious for a second. Nobody doesn't care that much. And for the love of God, blend your eyeshadow. The desire to live in the 1950s ignores the reality of that decade. What's wrong with the TradWife trend is that it romanticizes a time when staying in the home and marrying a man as means for socioeconomic survival was mandatory, while women, people of color, and the LGBT community were nowhere near equal. When TradWives glorified this decade, they're glorifying a time that was actually pretty terrible for a lot of people. Oh, so
how are they glorifying it though? Who says anything that was a good time? Anyone mention that so far from the TradWives that were shown?
You're a TradWife? Have you heard about a little thing called segregation? I don't believe any of these women want to bring back segregation or like polio. In fact, there are a lot of black TradWives too. It's like a whole thing. Honestly, this is the most feminist I'll ever say. I believe a lot of this bullying that these TradWives are facing comes from an underlying resentment or internal resentment we have towards traditionally feminine behavior. Let me just slip into video essayist mode for a second. Does society hate femininity? I don't know, I don't think so, but it certainly sees it as weak. You see this, of course, with a lot of the right-wing macho shit. Drinking Starbucks is feminine and therefore weak. But you also see it on the left, or at least the liberal left. Liberal Hollywood, to be exact. And it's being disguised as progressivism. We see this a lot, but the two that immediately come to my mind are Lola Bunny and the green M&M. Okay, yes, this sounds silly, but hear me out. Watching Tucker Carlson's obsession with the green M&M losing her sexy boots was hilarious, but it is kind of weird how the vice president of M&M said they changed up her boots for sneakers to signify empowerment and confidence.
How's that signify empowerment and confidence? What? Is that the exact opposite? Should it be empowerment and confidence if you can wear anything?
There's also Lola Bunny losing her bunny curves. And the director of Space Jam 2 said it was because it's important to reflect the authenticity of strong, capable female characters. So what
Said something about it being sexualized. I mean, let's be real here. It's the internet. And anything is gonna be sexualized on the internet.
why exactly is traditional femininity, whether it's female clothing or female bodies, seen as the opposite of strong and empowering? Why do women need to be masculine to be considered strong? And it's not just female clothing or female bodies that are considered weak. It's also traditional female personality traits. I'll give you 3 examples off the top of my head. From the new She-Hulk show, Jennifer Walters has arrived, and she wants nothing to do with saving the world. She's ready to be honest about life, with her newfound powers, juggling her career and dating life. To the Snow White remake. Rachel Zegler says she's bringing a modern edge to Disney's live-action Snow White. She's not going to be saved by the prince or dreaming about true love. And even the new Little Mermaid remake. I'm really excited for my version.
But isn't that all what that's kind of what Snow White is about, though. Not, of course not. The whole movie is about just being saved by a prince or dreaming about true love. But it is kind of a big point in it. And there's nothing wrong with that point. I don't think.
Version of the film because we've definitely changed that perspective of her just wanting to leave the ocean for a boy. It's about herself, her purpose, her freedom, her life, and what she wants. As women, we are amazing, we are independent, we are modern, we are everything and above. I'm glad Disney is updating some of those themes. There are dozens and dozens of other examples, but you get it. If you've been alive for the past 10 years, You get it. The seemingly unending push of the strong, independent woman who don't need no man, who focuses on herself and her career, who has no time for true love or saving the world. Who cares about other people? It's called self-care, sweetie. It's no wonder people see something like this, a woman unapologetically embracing her femininity, not just in style, but in lifestyle. Embracing a lifestyle where she puts her family and her loved ones first, above herself and above her career. It's no surprise people see that and think it's subversive, because it is. Okay, that concludes video essay mode. I look like a drag queen. There is, of course, another side of this, the conservative side, which believes that all women are just meant to be in the home, and that men should do none of the housework. Apparently.
I do not know how to operate the laundry machine. When my wife said, "Oh, could you go put the laundry in?" I have done it. I have had to ask her to guide me every step of the way. That is not something that comes naturally to men.
I'm sorry.
What? How? What? These people can't be, these people can't be real, but I think they are. Like, how do you not know how to operate a washing machine? How do you not know how to do the laundry? Like, what? What if their wives, ever left them? What are they gonna do? How are they gonna do their laundry? Are they just gonna buy new shirts once the old ones are worn out? And I mean, shouldn't technology be a man thing? If we're going down that way? I mean, I'm obviously not saying that women don't know anything about technology and men are much better than that, but that's kind of relating to that guy's point that it doesn't come to a man, but technology always was something that men were more known for. So it's just kind of stupid argument.
Sorry, but it is very weird that a grown-ass man does not know how to do laundry. Apparently, he's not even the only one.
All right, Drew? Well, this is a trick question because I have not done anything around the house for 40 years.
Ben, you answered
I'm shocked right now. What?
dishes. Mrs. Shapiro said, "I'm not sure Ben knows how to do laundry, so I'll go with the dishes."
Ben, your wife is a whole-ass doctor and you don't know how to work a laundry machine? What? Now, although I have a more socially libertarian outlook on this than they do, I do actually agree that one parent staying in the home with the kids is the best thing for a family. But my mom stayed home for a while, and then they switched, and my dad stayed home for a while. And to this day, I have a great bond with both of my parents, and I wonder if that is part of the reason why. I was lucky, and I wish everyone could be that lucky. Being a stay-at-home parent is a job, and honestly, it should pay like a job. I can't think of a more important role in society than raising the future generation. In fact, this is a major reason of why I consider myself a socialist. I believe culture can trickle down from economics, and I believe certain policies that people like Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro might disagree with, could make it possible to get back to that time where people can raise a family on one income.
Also, something I want to say about the raising your children is an important thing. You can see it in today's youth that the parents didn't have enough time for them to raise them properly. Of course, not with everyone, but you can see it in a lot of young people. And I don't know. I mean, it's only getting worse, right? I don't think it's getting better.
If someone is able to live that traditional lifestyle, they are extremely privileged to do so. Because
together with the fact, adding to my earlier point, that with the rise of the internet, there is so much more knowledge, and I don't want to say fake knowledge, but bad influences that today's youth is kind of exposed to. So yeah, that's a tricky topic for sure.
Let's face it, men are f***ing broke nowadays. There have been several articles about how women are single because they can't find a man who makes more money than they do. Because no matter what women f***ing say, they want a provider. Women hate the wage gap until a motherfucker asks to split the bill. They want someone who can take care of them and take care of their children. Most men can't f***ing do that. They can barely afford to take care of themselves. It is nearly impossible to take care of a family on one income in America today. But why? Some people say it's because of capitalism. Other people say it's because of feminism. And some really insane people will say it's a little bit of both. The thing is, feminism has completely failed women. To be more precise, lean in, pink pussy hat, girl boss, neoliberal feminism has completely failed women. Whew. Women aren't fulfilled. Men, for that matter, are not fulfilled. Everyone's depressed, lonely, overworked, atomized, and many people, men and women, are longing for a time that probably will never exist. A time that will probably never come back. A time of economic security, economic growth, community, strong unions, higher wages, affordable housing, racism, lobotomies, back when they put real cocaine in Coca-Cola. Put the cocaine back in Coca-Cola, you cowards. Sorry. Scratch those...
I mean, besides those last few points, like, she is probably right that those things are never coming back. Like affordable housing, I can't see it coming back anytime soon.
Last two things.
Just
you
as
get
an
what I mean.
example.
When I look at videos like this, I don't see a fetish. I don't see white supremacy. I see escapism from neoliberal hell world. And more importantly, I see someone doing what they want to do and not hurting anyone. There's nothing wrong with choosing to work for your family who loves you instead of a boss who hates you. There's nothing wrong with dedicating your life to something bigger than your next Amazon purchase. In conclusion, leave the TikTok TradWifes alone. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and donating to my Patreon, link down below. We're doing Discord movie nights together every month, and it's a whole lot of fun. So I would love to see you there. And stick around for the next video. Bye!
Alright. Another really good video. I enjoyed that one. I mean, yeah, it's a difficult topic to speak about with a lot of people, as it is the norm nowadays on the internet to speak about topics that refer to, I guess, one gender only. But yeah, like the same with the female dating, male dating, all that stuff. It's a whole mess. I mean, those people made the choice to live their life. So why can't you respect that? Why can you only respect a choice if it's the choice that you want? That's not better than how it was before, but that's the path we're going down. So I guess that's where it's gonna end. And this video is also gonna end now. So yeah, take care. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like, go subscribe, and follow my Twitch for even more content. See you next time. Bye bye.